have a review for you on these new NYX Intense Butter Glosses. So these were released at the beginning of this year, and I ordered all of the 12 shades because I love the normal butter glosses so much. So I wanted to compare sort of the two formulas and see how they compared, see how this one sat on my lips and how it felt, and to see the color range that they had to offer. I know that there's been quite a few reviews already done on these, but I wanted to add one to the list to tell you guys what I thought about them. So let's get into it. So first I'm going to go over the colors and show you swatches. I'm going to go in order of the colors. They have numbers next to their names, so I just figured I would go in order so that way when you are ordering them, if you choose to order them after this review, that you could easily pick them out. So the first one I have here is Neapolitan, and this is one of my favorites of the collection. It is a really pretty light pinky coral color. Nothing that's too on the orangey side, almost a little bit more pink, but I think that this is gorgeous for the summer. The next one I have is Berry Strudel. This one is a really bright, vibrant purple color. It's really out of my comfort zone. It's not a color I usually grab for, but I think that it could be really pretty in sort of the summer fall months. The next color I have is Toasted Marshmallow. This is also one of my favorite colors. It's a really pretty berry mauve color. I think that this would be really pretty in the fall and winter, and you could lighten it up in the summer by shearing it out. I think that this is a really pretty color. I think that this color is really on trend right now because of the whole mauve-y Kylie Jenner lips that are really popular. I think that this is sort of along the same lines. The next one I have is Orangesicle. This is a really neon orange color. I think that this would be really nice in the summer to really just show that pop of color on your lips. And I have Apple Crisp, which is the only red of the entire bunch. It's like a true mid-tone red color. The next one I have is Chocolate Cake. This is the second lightest color of the bunch. It's still more on the deeper nude color, but I think it might be really pretty on a lot of skin tones. Someone with a fair skin tone, it's gonna look a little bit more mauve-y and deeper. But on a deeper skin tone, I think it would be a really pretty nude color, and I really enjoy this color and all the nudes that this line has to offer. And then I have Banana Split. This one does not look like a banana split at all. This is a light creamy orange color, a little bit still on the neon side, but more on the light creamy color. And then I have Funnel Delight. This one is more pink than the other purple color that is in this collection. It reminds me more of a magenta color. It's really bright, and I think that this would be really pretty in the summer just to add that pop of color to your lips. The next one I have is Sorbet. This one is a little bit more on the lighter and coral color compared to Neapolitan, as you see here. It is a really pretty, almost orangey coral color. I think that this would be gorgeous on many skin tones and beautiful for the summer months. The next one I have is Black Cherry Tart. This is the deepest of the entire collection. It is a really deep berry color, something that would be ideal for the winter months to add a really nice vampy lip to your collection. The next one I have is Tres Leches. This one is, I think, one of my favorites of the entire collection. It is the lightest color of the entire collection, and it's a really pretty, more on the pink side, nude color. I think that this is a really nice neutral color. It's something that is not too light but still adds a depth of color to your lips, and it would just be really nice on a variation of skin tones. And the last one I have is Spice Cake. This one is a little bit more purple and berry than the Funnel Delight, which I have here. You'll see that Funnel Delight is a lot more bright and more magenta than Spice Cake. Spice Cake is more on the deeper berry side. I think that also this would be really pretty all year round because it has that brightness to it, but also that deepness that I think that in the winter months it would be gorgeous. So overall, as I was describing those colors, I did say that some of those colors would be good for certain months of the year, but I think that you could really rock them whenever you wanted to. Makeup is about self-expression, and you don't have to listen to if it's better for certain times of the year or that kind of thing, but I was just trying to give some recommendations if you are new to makeup or if you're not sure sort of what colors to go for. It's something that would be really pretty for certain times of the year. I really enjoy these Intense Butter Glosses. I think that they are a nice addition to the original butter glosses. I think that the original butter glosses are a lot more sheer while still adding a wash of color to your lips. These are almost opaque, so when you're putting them on, it is a full swipe of color as you put them on. My favorite way to apply them is actually just to swipe a little bit on my lip or even just place it directly on my finger and then just take my finger and rub it in. I find that you get a better wash of color and it doesn't bleed as much. Some of these darker colors, it's really hard to get that sharp line around your lips and it can almost look a little bit wobbly or almost bleed a little bit, and I think that that can be kind of unattractive for lip gloss. And because these lip glosses are so opaque, they can leave that wobbly lip line, so I think that applying them with either a lip brush or even just your finger to shear them out a little bit is the ideal way to apply them, and that way you don't get the weird looking lips. Although I do think that a lot of these colors can be applied directly and give you that full opaqueness, you just need to be really careful when you are applying them. I never thought that these were incredibly sticky. I think that they are a little bit thicker than the butter lip glosses, but when I put my lips together, I never did get any kind of stickiness. I felt that that was a really nice quality to them because I'm not a fan of the super sticky lip glosses, and because these are so opaque in my head, I thought they would be quite sticky, but they're actually not, so it was a nice surprise. I think that the longevity of these is just the same as any kind of lip gloss or even just the other butter glosses. I think that they fade out really nicely. They leave sort of a really nice wash of color on your lips and you never have to worry about it sort of leaving that ring. Like if you're going to be eating or drinking, sometimes the internal part of your lip will fade faster than the rest of them. I didn't find that that was the case for any of these. I also really enjoyed the scent of these. I found that it was a really nice sort of cake or sweet scent to them. I thought that it was really nice, and they were nothing that was too overpowering or that I smelled after I applied it. I definitely could smell it as I was applying it to my lips, but not later throughout the day. It kind of just dissipated. So overall, I really enjoy these lip glosses. I think that they're a really nice addition to the NYX line. I think that having more of an opaque lip gloss is something that's a little bit unique for the drugstore. Not a lot of drugstore lip glosses are this opaque, so I think that having that is a really nice additive. And I would really recommend these to anyone, just depending on what kind of color you're going for. I think that a lot of these colors are good for a lot of different skin tones, and I think that it would benefit a lot of people to have a variety of these. My favorite way to wear them is either by themselves and to shear them out a little bit either with my finger or with a lip brush, depending on which is more sanitary or which is more easy depending where I'll be throughout the day. Or I like to apply it on top of a lipstick, and I will apply it almost sheerly on top of a lipstick. I find that that way you get the glossiness and the opaque coverage without being too thick or without migrating too much. I would really recommend these. I think that they have a really nice texture, a really nice smell, and a really nice coverage or opacity to them, and I think that the only thing that you just need to be aware of or be careful of is the difficultness to apply. They're not so much difficult to apply, but you just have to be careful while applying them, especially more of the darker or deeper shades, because they are that lip gloss consistency. They can tend to migrate, or it's harder to get that precise line with just the doe foot applicator. I hope you guys enjoyed this review on the NYX Intense Butter Glosses. If you've tried any of them, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe because I will continue to do many reviews, especially featuring some of the NYX stuff I got earlier this year, as well as I'm obviously going to continue to buy NYX stuff throughout the year, so when they release new things I will definitely make sure to do reviews on them. And thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned.